I would like to introduce Kireet Kokala. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you the title of his speech, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief intro. So the title of his speech is My Trinity of Emancipators. And here is his introduction. Mentors are experts in their fields who often counsel those in need of advice and guide us in the right direction. While providing sound advice, they also take on a challenging role of helping us with introspection and periodic improvement. Kireet will relay his experience with mentorship and the influence it has played in his life. This speech is to be 5 to 7 minutes in length, and I will read the purpose statements for Kireet as well. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. Kireet, come on up.
Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you once again for the warm welcome and introduction, Madam Toastmaster and Evaluator Elaine. We can all agree that mentors are key influencers who play vital roles in our lives. But what is a mentor is a fundamental question that comes up time and time again. Is a mentor a guide, a counselor, or a coach? In my stance, a mentor is all of the above and invariably unique. Mentors are generally at a higher level of expertise or experience, and they help you navigate your goals while highlighting your key areas of development. By comparison, a coach is somebody who's more concerned with your professional development and goals, and a guide is more prescriptive with their descriptions and instructions on what you need to do, whereas a counselor is concerned generally with your personal well-being. So the unique prop and value add that a mentor brings is that they help you create your own goals and establish a framework for you to achieve them. And in that sense of the word mentor and the mentee-mentor relationship, I'm proud that I've had several mentors, some of whom have had a deep effect on my life. Out of all my mentors though, 3 of them really stand out because I think they've done the perfect job of guiding me through my own hindrances and helping me achieve my goals. They've had such a deep impact that I view my mentors as emancipators because they also helped free me from my plight and ignorance around the 3 main walks of life: education, the religion to spirituality bridge, and lastly, career. My first mentor emancipator is Mr. James Wilburn, who was my guidance counselor in North Clayton High School in the 90s, where he also served later as the principal. Now, Mr. Wilburn definitely started with helping me establish goal setting around academic courses, heavy coursework, SAT strategies, a college game plan. But he also stood by me during some hardships. And more importantly, he inculcated in me that the concept of continual learning will outweigh your education. And he also said that it's important to look into an alumni network to expand your network and really network outside of your work, but also have a degree of freedom around your career and your choice of work. Naturally, we lost touch over time, but I realized that his words of wisdom were spot on, especially when I changed my line of focus from my undergraduate studies around pre-medicine, biology, and research to my graduate focus of computer science. Moving on to my second mentor emancipator, Dr. Karen Bartlett. Dr. Bartlett was my English professor at the University of Georgia, and I'd attended a couple of Zen Buddhism courses and seminars that she'd given. And I realized that it really piqued my interest in theosophy. Theosophy is the school of thought that all religious philosophies converge to the same God, and that spirituality will always transcend dogma. So in matters of coursework and collegiate classes and essays and all that, Dr. Bartlett was my guide and teacher. But when it came down to life philosophies and spirituality and Zen Buddhism and meditation, she took a step back and definitely focused and listened to me with the intent to understand, not just to reply. And she helped me explore the foundation of true goal setting, and she visited that periodically and called it goal evolution. When I was having doubts and I had confidence issues, she reminded me that I have strong points like introspective meditation, and I needed to focus on that versus giving into other negatives of a low grade, for example. Fast forwarding from there, my third mentor emancipator is Mr. Roland Robertson, who is the co-president at Trians, the consulting company where I work. In working with Roland over the years, I've learned that there are a lot of do's and don'ts in technology, but the biggest obstacle that he helped me cross has been execution. You see, Roland had a completely different approach to mentoring, and when I was growing as his protege, I realized that I was stepping into business problems right away to do a brainstorming session. The insights Roland shared helped me understand that I could actually take a slower path and a pause and realize what kind of obstacles there are in my path. So SWOT analysis, for example, is what he clued me into. And I've realized that this is great insight. Some of the field exercises that he was helping me enable was around C-level interactions with executives before moving on to VPs and directors. So I was really being groomed to realize my potential and really questioning what it is that I can do for Trians and how can Trians in turn help our customers. In all, I've learned a lot over the years with trial and error, but it wouldn't be possible without the tutelage of these mentors. And in this short speech, you could have guessed that my mentors have had a tremendous impact in my life. And I often wonder, how would I have survived and really navigated my conundrums without their guidance? It's because of their joint guidance and counsel that I view them as the trinity of emancipators. You see, their joint guidance is one voice that helps me apply the combined knowledge, skills, and strategies to other walks of life, such as travel, hobbies, so on and so forth. In closing, I want to highlight a quote by Abraham Lincoln, who said that the best way to predict your future is to create it. Yes, it's important to listen to your mind and have thoughts, planning, and guidance. And what mentors provide can be the brick, mortar, or mason's line, a clever bricklaying device that can help you achieve your dream and unique creation. Thank you so much.